Hey guys, so today I'm going to be doing a haul video, which I'm super excited about because I haven't done a haul video in a very long time. You guys are wondering why I have no makeup on and why my hair looks awful and why my appearance is just generally really ratchet right now. If you guys have been following me on Instagram, you would have known that I broke my arm over the weekend. Well, I didn't exactly break it. I got a contrusion of the bone, which basically means that I bruised my bone, like not just like my skin, but my bone. So there's tons of like fluid in it and it's kind of just a mess. So I can't do my hair because I cannot move my arm like up or down. Like with this, I can't do any of this stuff, so I can't do my hair very well. And it's really hard for me to get dressed and it's really hard for me to do my makeup, and basically I am just like super handicapped right now. If I'm not moving this arm a lot during this, which thankfully it was my left arm. Basically, if I'm not moving this arm a lot, that's the reason why, and that's why I look like this. But I decided because I had to suffer so much pain in the ER and I have just generally been feeling really crappy because of this, I am going to go do some retail therapy and buy myself some makeup. So that is what I got to show you guys today. I'm going to try to do swatches of this stuff the best that I can, but like I said, because this arm cannot move a whole lot, it's going to be a little bit difficult. So if the swatches aren't great, then that's why. Anyway, let's just get on into it. I went to a few different places. I went to Ulta, Target, and I went to Walmart. I went to Walmart to do some grocery shopping, and I decided to go peruse the beauty section, and I picked up a few things. So we will start with the drugstore stuff, so like the Target and the Walmart stuff. So at Walmart, the first thing that I picked up that is the most uninteresting thing is this lip balm here. This is from the brand Lipsil, and it's the Be Smooth Beeswax lip balm. A YouTuber that I watch, her name is Holly Eats Lipstick. She raves about this stuff, and my lips got so dry over the weekend. I went to a football game, and every single time I go to a football game, I forget to bring chapstick, and it's horrible because I just find that for some reason my lips dry out so much at games, and I never have chapstick on me. So my lips are just cracked and awful right now. So I really needed something intense to take care of them, and she raves about this, says that's amazing for very, very dry, chapped lips. I really like it. I took it out of the package, as you guys can see, because I wanted to see what it'd be like. So this is just kind of like a first impression, but it reminds me just of the Burt's Bees Beeswax lip balm, but less minty. And it feels more moisturizing on the lips. I find the Burt's Bees one to be really, really drying. So I'm excited about this. The only thing I don't like is the packaging. It's really bulky, like it doesn't fit well into a pocket, and I feel like it's just really big for a lip balm. But the little bee is kind of cute on the end that you used to slide it up. So anyway, but that's that. You'll notice mainly in this haul I went a bit lip product crazy, and that's just because we're getting into fall, which is my favorite lip product time. So I really tried to stock up on some new favorites. The main thing that I went shopping for is I needed a new plum lip liner because my current one that I was using from Jordana I just lost, and it's my favorite plum lip liner in the entire world, and where I live now we don't have a Walgreens, so there's like no way that I can find it. I decided to try this one from L'Oreal, and it's the Infallible lip liner in the shade Plum. So I have no idea what this looks like because it's all wrapped up, so I'm going to try to take it out of the wrapping so I can give you guys a swatch and I can see if it's, you know, similar. This is so hard to do. Alright, so there's what we're looking at. Let's swatch a bit on my hand. So it's similar, but not really. The Jordana one is really, really dark, like it's almost black. It's a really, really dark cherry kind of color. This is definitely more of just like a light plummy rose. So I mean, I'll keep it because it's really pretty, and I'm sure that I can use it with some of these new lipsticks that I bought, but I still probably have to hunt down for, I need to try to find that Jordana one because honestly I don't think anything is going to compare to that. But anyway, there's a look at that. So I mean, it's pretty, but it's not exactly what I was looking for. I decided to finally try one of the Revlon Colorburst matte balms. This here is in the shade Sultry, which I thought would be a nice fall color. I have not tried any of these matte ones or their glossy ones. I've tried the regular balm stains, but not these new ones. And I have no idea why. The colors are really pretty. I just guess that I got kind of over the whole chubby stick pencil thing when everybody started doing it. So I just kind of became really uninterested, but this one wasn't tampered with or anything, which was kind of nice. And I thought that the color was really, really pretty. Oh yes. Oh yes, this is gorgeous. That's a really, really pretty color. It's kind of like that whatever Kylie Jenner lip shade or whatever everybody's talking about. It's very similar to that. So, and see with that lip liner, that could be really nice. But yeah, really creamy, really pigmented. I can see why people like these. And then I decided to get another one of my favorite chubby stick lip product things, which I know I just said that I was kind of over it, but like I said, I want to try the Revlon one. Walmart is the only place I can find these lasting finish color rush balms from Rimmel, and so I decided to pick up another one because I really, really like them. But the shades I have right now are so so summery and so springy that I don't think I'll wear them much in the fall. And so I decided to get a fall shade, and this one here is called 200 Keep Mauving. So instead of keep moving, keep mauving. So this one doesn't seem to be as pigmented as my other two that I've tried. There's definitely a lot more of a sheerness to the shade, but I think that it'll be good kind of everyday fall color. It's just sort of like your My Lips But Better shade. Not as pigmented, like I said, as some of the other ones, but again, this one wasn't tampered with or anything, which I was really happy about. And it seemed to be one of the darkest ones in the line. They didn't really have a whole lot of like really dark, deep, plummy shades, so I figured that'll work, and it's really pretty. I'm happy with that. And then finally from Walmart, I decided to try something from Flower Beauty, which again, I've never tried anything from them. I don't know why, it just hasn't been a line that really interested me, but I decided to pick something up, and so I picked up one of the cream eyeshadow or color play cream shadows in the shade Awesome Blossom, which kind of looks like a rusty color. I'll have to break into this so we can see what we're looking at here. The packaging is really cute. Like, I really like the rose gold flowering detail, and it kind of reminds me of the way the elf cream eyeshadows are packaged. It's like a tiny bit less bulky, but I mean, it's still kind of bulky packaging, but it's cute. From what I've heard, these are like a really mousse texture, which now that I open it, I can totally see that. Ouch. Okay, we're switching arms here. So yeah, very moussey, very whipped, not like the Maybelline Color Tattoos at all, not like, you know, MAC Paint Pops or anything. This has that true kind of creamy whipped formulation to it. Oh my gosh, this shade is beautiful. Oh, that is gorgeous. It looks a little bit more taupey in the swatch, but just kind of the undertone of it is very kind of pinky and very rosy. So it's like a rose taupe. Oh my gosh, that is gorgeous. I seriously cannot wait to wear this. So yeah, super, super excited about that. And I've heard that these are really nice and long wearing, and overall I've heard that these are really, really good, which is why I mainly decided to try one. And I thought that this was just such a unique color. I really don't have anything like this. So I'm very excited about that. And now finally, what I decided to pick up at Target were two more lip products, I know. But these are the new Maybelline Creamy Matte Lipsticks, which I've been trying to track these little suckers down everywhere. And unfortunately, they didn't have the darkest shade in stock, which I think was called like Divine Wine, which I was really, 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 really wanting. But instead, I got the other two shades that I was sort of looking at. So the first one here is 665 Lust for Blush. And that name kind of sounds familiar. There is a Maybelline Color Whisperer called Lust for Blush, but from what I can tell, it's a completely different color. Lust for Blush in the Maybelline Color Whisperer line is a very, very light kind of everyday pink. It's one of my favorite shades. This seems to be more of like I mean, it's still kind of a light pink, but a little bit more of a mauve-y, rosy light pink. But there it is right there. Really pretty, just everyday pink shade. That is really, really gorgeous. And I don't really have a shade like this color that is matte. All the shades that kind of come in this light pink are very, very shiny or sheer. So I like that it's matte. Very nice pigmentation. Really, really pretty. The only thing I don't like, which I don't like with any Maybelline lipstick, is the scent. Oh, I hate the scent of Maybelline lipsticks, and I really wish that they would just drop it because I think it's awful. And then the other shade that I got is 680 Mesmerizing Magenta. There is the name there. I wanted to get the shade because I just don't tend to pick up shades that are this color very often. I either go for dark, dark, dark shades, or I go for anything that kind of has a brownie undertone to it, or anything that's very mauve-y. I typically don't go for hot pinks. I don't go for Barbie doll pinks. I don't go for like magenta, fuchsia-y colors. So I decided to pick it up because I just don't have a lot like this in my collection. All right, so there's that shade there. Sorry for the awful swatch. God, these look ridiculous. This shade doesn't seem to be very matte. It seems to have a bit of a shine to it. I mean, neither of these creamy mattes from Maybelline are like matte, but this one definitely seems more of like a creamy finish, but it's pretty. I'll have to play with it and see what it looks like on the lips because like I said, I don't go for shades like this that often, but it's a pretty shade, so hopefully I'll get use out of it. So now finally for the Ulta stuff. I have a mix of drugstore and high-end in here. I will start with the drugstore stuff and then we'll move into the high-end stuff. I picked up some liners from Jane because they were having this deal that if you spent $12 in Jane Cosmetics, you got a free eyeliner. So any one of their liquid liners, pencil liners, which you guys are my favorite, for free. The black one, which I have sitting right here, I love. I use this all the freaking time, and I know that, I don't know, how much more of this do I have? yeah, I thought I was pretty good, so I didn't really want to get another black one. So instead I decided to try out some of the really pretty colors and then try out one of their liquid liners. I made sure that during this Ulta trip I did not take any lip products whatsoever because I think that I'm pretty well stocked up on those right now. But we'll start with just these water resistant pencil liners, which I love. The first color that I got here is called Purple Lilac, so I'll take it out so we can swatch it. God, I always have such a hard time with these stupid little wrappers. This is not being helped by the fact that I have like an arm that just doesn't work. Okay, good lord. Friggin' 12 hours later. So this is technically the shade that I got for free. This is really pretty. Seems to have kind of like an iridescence to it. It's like matte, but it just has a little bit of like a, yeah, just like an iridescence. There's like no shimmer or anything. It's not as pigmented as the black liner, which I kind of expected, but you guys can see it's just right there. Really, really pretty color. I'm excited for this. Then the other one that I got is called Lime Green. It's just this very kind of chartreusey color. Oh, much easier to open. So there that is swatched right next to that purple. This one has amazing color payoff. Like that is really, really pigmented. I see this actually showing up really, really well like in the waterline and stuff. So I'm really excited. I don't have anything close to this color in my collection. And those colors actually look kind of cool together. That kind of purple and green. But I really, really like that green shade. That is stunning. And then finally from Jane, what are these called? The water resistant liquid eyeliners. Haven't tried one of these yet, so I'm really excited. I got this in the shade Metallic Pink, which again, I don't really have anything like, so that's why I decided to pick it up. Okay, so first thing, these have a brush tip. They don't have like a felt tip, which I actually am kind of excited about. Brush tips like this are easier to maneuver. This is really, really, really pretty. It's kind of showing up, it looks like a little bit silver on camera, but there is a bit of a pinkiness. It's kind of just like a light baby pink with some silver glitter shot through it. It's really pretty. And I was thinking that this would be really cool to do like some black eyeliner and just add a little flick of this like on the outer corner. I might pick more of these up because this is really gorgeous and I really like that intense sparkly metallic finish, so I'm really happy with that. And then finally the last drugstore item that I picked up was this from Essence, and this is their Nail Art Express Dry Drops. I've been looking for dry drops forever, and I was going to try the ones from I think like Sally Hansen, but this one was so much cheaper. This was only $2.99, so I had a really hard time resisting that because I don't think that you can buy cheaper nail drops anywhere. So we'll see if they actually work. Like I said, they're so cheap that I sort of question whether or not they'll work well, but we'll see. I haven't really tried anything from Essence except like their gel eyeliner, which I know a lot of people like, but I wasn't a huge fan of. So it's kind of interesting. I'm really excited to try just a different item from the brand, so I will let you guys know how this works. And then finally for the high-end items, I only picked up 2 because by this point I already did enough damage and I didn't need to shop around too much more. I decided to try the Bare Skin Pure Brightening Foundation from Bare Minerals. I just kind of rolled this foundation out for some reason, and I think it's because when I worked at Ulta and I was using it on people, on some people it looked amazing and on some people it just didn't. It was one of those foundations that it either seemed like it was going to work really, really well for somebody or not work well for somebody at all. So I was really, really just skeptical about it, and all the reviews I saw online were the same way. You either loved it or you hated it. I just decided because the price of the foundation is really good at $29 that I would just give it a try for myself. Plus, I loved how the light shades were so yellow toned. It's really hard to find good pale foundations that aren't super pink. And I'm not like the fairest of the fair, especially now because I have a little bit of a tan going on. And I just think it is so hard to find good yellow tone foundations, especially like in the drugstore side of everything. So I got this in the shade Bare Cream, which is number 05. I'm sure you guys have all seen what this looks like. It just comes in a little kind of dropper format, and the whole idea is that you shake it up really well. You only need a couple of drops and it gives you flawless coverage. From using it on other people, I know you definitely need more than just like a drop or two like they seem to advertise. And I didn't buy the stupid brush that accompanies this just because I also know from using it on people that that is very not necessary. And something like, I have the Sonia Kashuk buffing brush here. This will work just fine. Just any sort of a flat top or round top buffing brush will work just as well. You don't need to spend money on like the $30 brush. So really, really excited to try this out and see how it works on my skin because I never tested it out on myself. And then finally, the last thing that I purchased was a new bronzer, and this is from Benefit, and this is just Hoola bronzer. I'm sure you guys all know what this is. What I was looking for was just a really good taupe-based bronzer, and I wasn't wanting something as taupe as like the NYX blush in taupe. I was wanting it to still have a little bit of warmth and still have like a little bit of that depth to it so that I wouldn't look dead. And I know Hoola is really good for that because there's no orange in this. this, and it's just a really like iconic product, so I decided I wanted to try it for myself. So there's what it looks like. I'm sure you guys have all seen this. It's just a good no orange, pretty taupe based bronzers. So I'm excited about that, and I am going to keep this brush because I've heard that these Benefit box brushes actually work a lot like the NARS Ita brush. You can really get in there and carve out your cheekbones. So really excited to give this a try and see how it works on my skin. Anyway guys, that is the end of my haul. I hope you enjoyed it. Let me know if you want a specific review on any of these products. I would be more than happy to do that. You'll see these probably in upcoming favorites. I might do a first impression review with some of these. We'll see. Let me know if you guys want to see anything specific with these products or like a tutorial or whatever. Thank you all so much for watching, and I hope you guys have an awesome day, and I'll talk to you all later. Bye bye.